Better not run, I'm gonna shoot you!
Just before Scott Hamilton.
10-4, are you in front of headquarters?
It can be tried or...
Yeah, I'm gonna sit him right here in front of the car real quick and check him.
Stop, man.
Man, shut up, shut up! Wanna hear that?
These are some of the most terrifying moments captured on police dash cams, starting with the most intense one. A suspect leading officers on a chaotic chase through a cornfield.
Are they still on Curry Road 6?
Yeah, it's field off Curry Road 6 and Curry Road K as in...
On August 3rd, 2020, around 11:50 p.m., a New Mexico State Police, NMSP officer, observed a white Dodge Charger speeding on State Road 467 in Clovis, New Mexico. The officer attempted to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver refused to slow down or pull over. The Charger was driving erratically, reaching speeds of up to 94 miles per hour, and repeatedly turning its lights on and off. The officer reported that the vehicle had 2 occupants and was missing its rear bumper, likely due to running off the road multiple times.
To pull a traffic stop, on 467, there's looks like a white Charger. It keeps turning on its lights. It's not stopping. It's going over 94 miles an hour.
The pursuit escalated as the Charger entered a cornfield, with speeds reaching 104 miles per hour. The vehicle ran off the road into the field, and the officer temporarily lost sight of it. The suspects continued to flee through the cornfield, heading southbound. Officers coordinated to cut off the suspects, but the dense cornfield made it difficult to track their movements. The suspects eventually bailed out of the vehicle and fled on foot into the field, leaving the Charger behind.
Are they still on Curry Road 6?
Yeah, it's field off Curry Road 6 and Curry Road K as in King.
North or south side of the road?
It looks like they're traveling southbound. So if you could try to cut them off on Curry Road 6. 10-4, we're on the field. One of them's just about to bail out. I found them on the field. They're still traveling down the field. They're heading southbound.
Officers entered the cornfield to search for the suspects, using their patrol cars for cover. They located the abandoned Charger and confirmed that no one was inside. The suspects were last seen running northbound through the field. Officers requested canine units to assist in tracking the suspects, but the dense terrain and darkness made the search challenging. Despite their efforts, the suspects initially evaded.
Go for 947. Yeah, 2 of them ran. They ran out down that way in the field.
All right, clear this car. Go look for it.
All right.
Stay behind me. State police!
State police! Turn off your plate. State police!
On August 18, 2020, officers arrested Joseph Leyva and Patricio Gilman in Clovis without incident. Both were booked into Curry County Detention Center. Officers recovered a stolen Taurus 9mm and a Glock 26 from their Charger. The suspects had fired shots during the pursuit. Leyva was charged with aggravated assault, fleeing, firearm possession, conspiracy, and reckless driving. Gilman faced similar charges, including aggravated assault and conspiracy. While the suspects in this case gave officers a tough time during the pursuit, the next incident took a tragic turn when an uninvolved motorist collided with an officer. On September 4, 2024, a police officer was in pursuit, but things took an unexpected turn when a tragic collision occurred. A Batesville man, Michael Owens, 63, was riding his motorcycle when he turned left onto US 167 from Pfeiffer Road in rural Independence County. At approximately 3:55 p.m., Owens entered the path of an Arkansas State Police cruiser driven by Corporal Brandon Truen, 36, of Newport. Despite Truen's efforts to avoid the collision by driving off the roadway, the front of the police car struck the motorcycle. Tragically, Michael Owens was pronounced dead at the scene. Meanwhile, Corporal Truen was transported to a hospital for treatment and was later released on Tuesday. According to the preliminary fatality report, the weather was cloudy and the road was dry at the time of the crash. State Police spokeswoman Cindy Murphy provided details about the incident, emphasizing that the officer had taken all necessary precautions to avoid the collision. The officer did everything in his power to prevent the collision, but the situation spiraled out of control, much like in the next case, where an attempt to evade the police ended in tragedy.
Crawl out!
Are you okay?
Hey, go get your long gun. Go, I got this. Crawl out!
On April 1, 2024, at 9:21 p.m., a 2020 white Ford Fusion was spotted tailgating a truck on Interstate 40 near Crittenden County. The officer activated emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop as the vehicle exited at the 265-mile marker. Instead of stopping, the driver accelerated, fleeing north on Bing Store Road at over 100 miles per hour. The pursuit began, with the officer closely following the speeding vehicle. The situation quickly escalated, raising concerns for public safety. The officer attempted a tactical vehicle intervention, TVI, on the asphalt portion of Bing Store Road, but the maneuver failed. The Fusion continued to accelerate, reaching speeds over 116 miles per hour. As the road transitioned to gravel, dust obscured the vehicle's taillights. Moments later, the Fusion was found overturned in a ditch, facing east. Passengers Austin Cockrell and Allison Martin were detained, while driver Courtney Ridgway was discovered unresponsive nearby.
Show me your hands! Get on the ground! Show me your hands!
Are you okay?
Crawl out!
Are you okay?
Hey, go get your long gun. Go, I got this. Crawl out!
Hands up!
Crawl out to me! Come here! Crawl to me! Crawl to me!
Stomach! Roll in your stomach, you! You okay, baby? Allie, is she awake? Are you awake, baby? Shut up! Keep your hands out there! Keep your hands out there! Hey! What a fucking wreck, man. I took my arm off.
All right, get down. Crawl out to me! Crawl out to me!
Get your hand over here.
All right. Crawl out to me!
Emergency crews, including Jeanette Fire Department and Crittenden EMS, arrived to assist. Allison Martin was transported to Regional 1 Medical Center, while Austin Cockrell refused medical care, but was later taken to Baptist Crittenden Hospital. Courtney Ridgway was pronounced dead at 10:42 p.m. by coroner William Wolfe. Bowden's wrecker service towed the vehicle, concluding the tragic incident. This suspect's attempt to flee from law enforcement ended in tragedy. However, the next suspect came dangerously close to the same fate, leading officers on a deadly pursuit while driving under heavy intoxication. On December 4, 2023, an officer was conducting a traffic stop on I-49 near the 66-mile marker when a small white passenger car with visible rear and passenger side damage was observed traveling at an extremely high speed. The vehicle was estimated to be moving at over 120 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. Radar confirmed a speed of 126 miles per hour. The officer attempted to catch up, but momentarily lost sight of the vehicle, mistakenly believing it had taken the 67A exit. After realizing the error, the officer continued north on I-49, intermittently using lights and sirens to avoid alerting the suspect.
I'll try to get you an insulin.
The officer located the car between the 76 and 77 mile markers and activated lights and sirens again. The driver accelerated, passing another vehicle on the shoulder and showing no signs of stopping. With a break in traffic, the officer performed a tactical vehicle intervention, TVI, causing the car to slide off the roadway and stop in the east side ditch. The driver, identified as Fisher, was found with an open pint vodka bottle between her legs, partially spilled on her. She was taken into custody without further incident.
Are you control?
Go ahead.
Robert says she's possibly 1025. She's 5150. Suicidal. 55.
Dispatch revealed that Fisher was reported as suicidal, and her disoriented and intoxicated state supported this claim. EMS evaluated her at the scene, where she expressed suicidal thoughts but reported no physical injuries. A marijuana pipe and a methamphetamine pipe, both containing burnt residue, were found inside the vehicle. The officer concluded that Fisher posed a significant danger to herself and others and should not have been operating a motor vehicle. While this suspect was safely apprehended thanks to the officer's professionalism and decisive actions during the chase, the next case took a tragic turn after a pit maneuver was performed.
10-4, you in front of headquarters?
It can be.
On September 24, 2023, in Little Rock, Arkansas, a high-speed chase began around 9:20 p.m. when a state trooper attempted to pull over a suspect driving a 2006 BMW with fictitious license plates. The suspect was speeding westbound on Interstate 30 but refused to stop, prompting the trooper to initiate a pursuit. The suspect exited the interstate at Geyer Springs Road, ran through 2 red lights, and then re-entered I-30, this time heading eastbound. The BMW accelerated to over 120 miles per hour, nearly colliding with another vehicle in the process.
Tab 25 and 37.
Surveyed, and that is 1063 around 25 and 1037 with the white BMW displaying Adam David Boy, 870 yours. 135 exit eastbound 30.
Now we're going back. 30 westbound. These are 84.
10 back westbound, 135.
Light traffic.
To bring the dangerous high-speed pursuit to a safe conclusion, the trooper executed a precision immobilization technique, PIT, maneuver. The maneuver was carried out near the Stanton Road overpass, successfully forcing the fleeing BMW to spin out and come to a stop. However, the intervention resulted in severe injuries to the suspect, underscoring the inherent risks of such high-stakes police tactics.
By the bridge, just before Scott Hamilton.
10-4, are you in front of headquarters?
It can be east of the headquarters. I'm thinking I'll live here at the
10-4, copy, the vehicle's empty. Is it in the roadway or off to the shoulder?
We'll be off to its shoulder.
Tragically, the suspect, identified as 32-year-old Byron Brown by the Arkansas State Crime Laboratory, died from injuries sustained during the chase. Authorities recovered an FN-57 semi-automatic pistol from the vehicle. The Arkansas State Police confirmed the details of the incident, highlighting the risks involved in high-speed pursuits and the use of tactical interventions to protect public safety. While this suspect learned the hard way that evading law enforcement is never a good idea, the next individual thought it might be wise to escape by fleeing into the woods.
Check him. Stop, man. Man, shut up. Shut up. Want to hear that?
On August 8, 2024, Trooper DeAndre Fuller responded to assist the Prescott Police Department and Nevada County Sheriff's Department near Highway 67 and Highway 51. A white Ford pickup truck with no license plate had been involved in a robbery and was fleeing from law enforcement. Trooper Fuller took primary responsibility for the pursuit, activating lights and sirens and notifying Hope Dispatch. The suspect vehicle began driving recklessly, entering the wrong traffic lane at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour.
Just brake check, still 67 speed, about 7, no traffic.
Trooper Fuller positioned his vehicle to perform a tactical vehicle intervention, TVI, using his front left bumper to strike the right rear bumper of the suspect vehicle. This caused the truck to rotate clockwise, but the driver regained control and continued fleeing eastbound on Highway 67 at speeds of 110 miles per hour. The TVI caused Trooper Fuller's vehicle to spin into a ditch, but he quickly recovered and re-entered the pursuit.
Failed TVI.
About just north of 4 miles, correct?
Still on 67 towards Thornton behind the white vehicle.
7 just be advised, he is supposed to be on with a 9.
After several miles, the suspect vehicle left the roadway, driving into a ditch and down a private driveway before entering a wooded area. The truck became stuck, and Trooper Fuller approached on foot, issuing verbal commands. The driver, Ryan Jin, ignored commands and continued spinning the tires in an attempt to escape. Trooper Fuller and a Clark County deputy broke the driver's side window, removed Jin from the vehicle, and placed him in handcuffs.
We're up in the wooded area back here. He's continuing off in the wooded area in that truck.
County, I'm lost G17 and Clark County, just north of the garden school.
The Caddis Road, just down the east of you. It loops back off in there. I'm trying to come back out on that road.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit him right here in front of the car real quick and check him.
Stop, man.
Man, shut up, shut up! Wanna hear that?
Trooper Fuller searched Jin and placed him in the patrol vehicle before transferring custody to Nevada County Sheriff's deputies. Dispatch confirmed the truck was stolen from Johnson Ford dealership. Bypass Wrecker Service removed the vehicle from the scene, and Jin was transported to the Nevada County Sheriff's Office to await his first court appearance. While fleeing into the woods proved to be a futile and ill-advised decision for this suspect, the next case serves as a stark reminder of why evading law enforcement is never a good idea. On February 21, 2024, Trooper Fuller responded to a fleeing vehicle near Interstate 10 in Escambia County. The suspect, driving an Audi sedan, exited at mile marker 5, speeding over 100 miles per hour on 9 Mile Road and Pine Cone Drive. The vehicle drove recklessly, making U-turns and traveling the wrong way on US 29. Trooper Fuller activated lights and sirens, pursuing the suspect through multiple roads. The chase escalated as the suspect continued to evade law enforcement.
Did anybody get a 58 on the vehicle?
Trooper Fuller attempted a pit maneuver on Molino Road, causing the Audi to overturn multiple times in a ditch. The driver, Noel Almargo Petonguat, was apprehended without further incident. EMS was called to treat Petonguat's injuries, and he was transported to Sacred Heart Hospital. During the pursuit, Trooper Fuller's patrol vehicle collided with a mailbox, sustaining rear damage. The scene was secured, and Petonguat remained under trooper supervision at the hospital.
Get on the ground! Suspect coming out. Get on the ground! Walking around, okay. I think she is dazed and confused there. Clear the car.
The investigation revealed 2 hit-and-run collisions caused by the suspect during the chase. A white Volvo and a gray Toyota pickup truck were struck near US 29 and Pine Forest Road, respectively. Sergeant Davis was also involved in a separate accident during the pursuit. Pitongot had a suspended license and an active felony warrant in Wisconsin for charges including stalking and criminal damage. However, Wisconsin declined to extradite him. While the officers executed a masterful pit maneuver in this case, the next incident turned into a nightmare when a suspect stole a fire truck and led law enforcement on a chaotic and destructive chase.
Number 2 lane in traffic. Approaching the 170.
On August 16, 2022, New Mexico State Police received reports of a stolen Corrales Fire Department truck traveling west on Interstate 40 near milepost 149. The fire truck was stolen while crews were responding to a medical call at a residence in Corrales, New Mexico. By 8:06 a.m., the Laguna Police Department, LPD, contacted New Mexico State Police, advising they were pursuing the stolen fire truck near milepost 135 on Interstate 40. The chase continued westward, with law enforcement coordinating to stop the vehicle.
One FP.
Radio check.
You're coming in 10-2.
For speed 77, I'm not engaged. Following, approaching the 114, they said they got spikes in the 114.
10-4. Speed 79, not engaging. 77.
Near milepost 117, a New Mexico State police officer joined the pursuit to assist LPD. As the stolen fire truck approached milepost 114, an LPD officer successfully deployed tire deflation devices in an attempt to halt the vehicle. Despite these efforts, the driver, later identified as Dennis L. Chavez, continued to evade law enforcement, driving recklessly and endangering others on the road.
Slowing down, losing his tire.
What's your location?
Pulling in the film site.
Give me your hand! They're gonna kill me!
After a prolonged pursuit, Dennis L. Chavez was finally apprehended and taken into custody. He was transported and booked into the Cibola County Correctional Center in Milan, New Mexico. Chavez faced multiple charges, including receiving or transferring a stolen motor vehicle, aggravated fleeing from a law enforcement officer, resisting or obstructing a peace officer, and criminal damage to property under $1,000. While the suspect's plan to steal a fire truck ended in failure, the next case took a far more brutal turn as law enforcement struggled to stop a dangerous and relentless suspect.
TBI. He's still rolling.
TBI still rolling.
On February 1st, 2025, Officer TFC, Darren Evans responded to a shooting at the 7th Street Hospital in West Memphis. The suspect, Antonio Grays, fled the scene in a blue Dodge pickup truck while still armed with the handgun used in the shooting. After an extensive search, Grays was spotted near 7th Street, prompting a pursuit. He attempted to flee south, leading officers on a high-speed chase. The situation escalated as Grays drove recklessly, endangering other motorists.
Just got off MLK on the 55. Deputies are in traffic.
114 City, I'm not sure if we're getting the correct updates.
10-4.
155 South, I don't know what you haven't seen this yet.
Officer Evans took over the pursuit on Interstate 55, where Grays was driving at dangerous speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Evans attempted a tactical vehicle intervention, causing both vehicles to go airborne and temporarily disabling the patrol car. Despite this, Grays continued fleeing, reaching the Mississippi River Bridge. A second TVI near the bridge also sent both vehicles airborne, further damaging the patrol car. Grays eventually wrecked on South Parkway in Memphis due to the sustained damage from the TVI attempts.
10-4.
Let me
10-4.
114 City, my car's safe.
10-9.
After wrecking, Grays was arrested without further incident, and the firearm used in the shooting was recovered nearby. He faced multiple charges, including felony fleeing, speeding, and first-degree criminal mischief. Additional charges for evading arrest, reckless driving, and theft were filed by the West Memphis Police Department. While officers had to perform multiple pit maneuvers to stop the suspect in this case, the next pursuit ended with a stroke of luck as the suspect badly crashed into the woods after a lengthy and intense chase.
Now hands! Give me your goddamn hands! Right now! Hands! Right now! Hands! Walk to me! I will shoot you! Don't.
On December 13, 2024, at approximately 9:02 a.m., Trooper Hunter Grubbs observed a beige 2000 Nissan Frontier turning onto Piercy Road. After running the plate, Trooper Grubbs initiated a traffic stop. The driver, Michael Eugene Bradshaw, initially complied, but later refused to exit the vehicle. At 9:08 a.m., Bradshaw locked his doors, started the engine, and fled the scene, prompting a pursuit. Trooper Grubbs reported the chase to dispatch as Bradshaw sped through a 35-mile-per-hour zone at over 60 miles per hour, swerving into oncoming traffic.
We're on Cattle Loop, Nissan Frontier. It's going to be a Bradshaw driving. We're on the loop still. We're coming up on Piercy.
The pursuit ended when Bradshaw ran a stop sign at the intersection of Caddo Loop Road and Caddo Gap Road, crashing into the woods. His vehicle was disabled, and he was taken into custody without further incident. During the arrest, Trooper Grubbs discovered a black pistol magazine in Bradshaw's back pocket and a baggie containing methamphetamines in a cigarette package.
I will shoot you! Do you understand me? Walk to me! Walk to me now! Hands where I can see them! Get down on the ground right now! Hands over your head right now!
Get up, come on.
17, go ahead.
Come on. 17 racked out, he did 10-15.
Cattle Gap, Piercy, I think. We're Cattle Gap, yeah, Cattle Gap and Piercy area. Hit on bumper. Why are you running?
Bradshaw was transported to a local hospital for treatment, where he confessed to keeping the firearms for protection against threats from the Aryan Brotherhood. He expressed regret for fleeing, acknowledging the severe consequences of his actions. Bradshaw faced multiple charges, including speeding, fleeing, possession of a controlled substance, simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms, and possession of firearms by a prohibited person. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more thrilling and amazing content.